Hi there, this is Kristen from Cashmere Goat. I received a very exciting box today. Well, actually not today, yesterday. And it was hiding. I eventually found it in the upstairs of my building. There's a back porch hallway, outside hallway, back porch thing that it was sitting up there. But it is a package from Cocoknits. We haven't had one of these in a long time, so I wanted to share with you what all we got. I got some new stuff, and I have some stuff that we have had before from Cocoknits. So I thought I would share with you. We have some stitch markers. These are the they are colorful ones, and they are, I don't know what, they have a different sort of a shape. They look like this. Tiny, tiny, tiny. Can you see that? So there's a whole bunch of those. I have definitely been asked for these lately, so I have a box of those. And this is a true unboxing because these all come in their own little boxes. And then I have these colorful ones, which we've had these before. We ran out of this size. This is the average size. It says US 13 on it, but that confuses people. That's the size of a needle, but you wouldn't use that on this size needle because they would be too small. So you can see those come in a lot of fun colors, and they're a circle. So these are great for any medium weight project, or even a light bulky, or you can use big ones on small projects too. So I have received some of those. And then, oh, this is a new thing. And these are little claw clips. So these are if you are seaming things together or you want to hold something down. They remind me of little hair clips for like you would use in a little girl's hair, or bigger ones for an adult hair. But they're made of a fermented plant fiber. They're not actually plastic. So these are pretty cool. And I don't want to rip that open, but I think you can see what those are. Those are claw clips. So I can see using those for seaming a sweater, or just trying to match up sides. And we have, oh, I know what this is. This is a flight of stitch markers. So this is a cute little box with a magnet inside, and it has all these different stitch markers in there. It has jumbo ones, the original ones I just showed you, some smaller ones, some triangle ones, and some split ring markers. So that is a flight of stitch markers. They all look like that. These are all Cocoknits products, if I haven't said that already. So I got 2 boxes of those. I thought those would make a fun thing to get for yourself or to get from someone else. These markers are, Cocoknits stuff is just a lot of fun. They put a lot of thought into it. They're different than anybody else's. Really enjoy them. These I've been asked for. These are stitch stoppers. So these, you put these on the end of your projects so that you don't lose anything. We get calls for these a lot. So I know somebody for sure who wants these, probably ASAP. So it says there are 4 each of 6 sizes. So there's 24 in here. So that is appropriate for so many projects at once. And then I wanted to do this morning, but there was no box to be found. So, and then it was busy today. There've been a lot of people wandering around shopping. And then we have jumbo stitch markers. These are for those big projects, your Rastas, your other super bulkies, which you just don't want to lose them. So more stitch stoppers for those of you who need them. Now, last but not least, people have been talking about these, and I am opening this box. I have yet to have seen these, but I kind of want one. I love knitting tools. I love notions. I love the idea of that it's going to make me organized, perhaps more organized than I naturally am. Whether it does or not remains to be seen, but so these are Cocoknits Maker's Board Kit. First of all, it comes in this lovely bag, which this would make an awesome project bag all by itself. So that's really nice. And then we open it up. So this is all magnetic. There's magnets for you to use. These boards are all magnetic, so you can line up you can put your pattern here and use these magnets to hold it in place. Both sides are magnetized. They're called Maker's boards. And there's different types of magnets on here. I'm just looking as I am going. Little ones, big ones, and there's more accessories that you can buy. I did not buy everything, but there are definitely more accessories for this, but anything magnetic would work. And what's cool about all the stuff I've shown you, all the metal stuff, it just sticks to this because it's magnetic. So and it holds closed magnetic. So I have 5 of those in this gray color. And then these have been out of stock. These have been really popular. It's really just great to keep track of your pattern. If you're doing color work at all, these things can make a big difference in keeping track of where you are and helping you keep from making mistakes so you don't have to repeat things. So, and this one is the brown one. Very much the same, but brown. So, okay, I knew it did something else. Huh. So, it will stand up so that you can stand it on the table or a stool or anything near you so that you can use this to work off of whilst you are working on your patterns. So that is it from Cocoknits. A very exciting amount of things. Everybody seems to love Cocoknits. They are clever, and I wanted to show you a few other things that we have gotten in the last week. This is what is it called? I saw these first on Arna and Carlos. It's called a yarn butler. And this is a little different than the one they have. This one's made by Chai-Gu. There's ball bearings in it. So for those kind of balls that can be kind of floofy and get tangled, these are great. And if they're smaller balls, we have a big cake of Ito on here, which is a very big ball of yarn. But if you had smaller, you could put 2 or even 3 colors on at once if you wanted to. So that is our yarn butler. And we have a ready-made selection of socks. And I know that seems crazy to some of you, but I love hand knit socks. I do not have enough time these days to make hand knit socks. So this is a selection of some of our hand knit socks, and they come in different sizes. They're $20 a pair. They look just like a pair of hand knit socks. And one thing I like about hand knit socks is they're not too elasticy, and a lot of socks have so much elastic in them these days that they just squeeze your feet. So these are machine wash, hang dry. I really love, there's some gorgeous colors, nice stripes. So $20. There's men's sizes, there's women's sizes. So I wanted to share those with you. Those are, I'm waiting till after Christmas to grab a couple pairs for myself because I just want to leave them for other people. So we also received this, which I forgot to show you last week. I had my sweater on it and it was in the video and I forgot to show you guys. So these are Barber cords. These are, a lot of people have been talking about these. They're just these little silicone cords. They're like a tube and there's 3 cords in here. And what you do with these is when you're knitting a sweater and you take off for the sleeves, instead of putting it on a piece of yarn, or what I always did was to find a needle I wasn't using, a circular needle that was long that I wasn't using, and put it on that. Whenever I put mine on waste yarn, I always feel like the stitch retracts in, and then I struggle to get it to look the way I want when I pick it up. So they invented these Barber cords, and the third one is a very big one. So I'm doing a top-down sweater right now, and I put mine on the Barber cord and basically just tie it into a loose knot so it does not fall off. It's completely safe. I tried on my sweater multiple times to see how it's fitting and if I like it, and these are a great invention. Highly recommend. I don't have a lot left because these are a hot item right now. And then just a couple other things. We received a new book called Top Down Color Work by Wenke Mueller. So these are men's and women's top-down sweater patterns. There's a lot of different things in here. Lots of patterns. So that is a new book. I received a couple of these. These would make a nice gift for a knitter. This is a knitter's notebook. It comes with a little Ziploc bag and room for little pockets, room for notes, lots of room for notes, pockets, and more pockets at the end, and knitting abbreviations, and there's all kinds of little things in here. A needle gauge sizer. So that's a nice little present that would fit in someone's bag. This is a great little book. This is new. This is called Knit a Hat, A Beginner's Guide to Knitting. So it walks you through learning to knit by making a hat. Great little book. So those are what is new and happening here today at The Goat. Thank you for tuning in. And this is the first time I'm going to say this, if you've actually made it this far, please like my video and subscribe to my channel. That helps me. Thank you. Have a great one.